Okay, so this is part 2 of what the month is. The reason for that is if I post it in certain social medias, if it's more than a certain length, it doesn't go through. So this is so it goes through everywhere. Okay. Alright, so we're talking about the fire and the earth. It's the dog, the fire feeds the earth. Now the dog is the legs and the feet. So the legs and the feet, it means that your feet are going to move. The leg attached to the foot. Let's go. We're having a journey now. That's what the month is. And that earth is very strong. Hence the gatherings on earth, the protests on earth, and people wanting to. If you've never thought you're going to go to a protest, you're thinking different now. Okay? So with the yang fire also, it clashes. Just like it harmonizes, like I said in part 1, it clashes. So the yang fire clashes with yang water. So if you are yang water, be extra careful, because that fire that carrying the world on your shoulders can actually make you drown at the same time. The dog is challenged or in clash with the dragon. The two do not respond to each other's ideas. So you've got the dog, the dragon. They're trying. The dog is trying to prove himself. The dragon doesn't need to. Okay, so the dog's ego gets bruised when the dragon is around, and they become unproductive. So the dragon is every single day from 7 to 9 a.m., which actually brings us to the 2 negative hours every single day for the month of October. So October starts on the 8th and it finishes on the 7th of November. And so for that whole solar month, 7 to 9 a.m. every day, you will feel trapped if you do have a dragon, or even if you have a dog, you feel trapped from 7 to 9 anyway. So that's what happens with the month. So no marches from 7 to 9 a.m. hopefully. Anyway, the days that clash with this is the 16th and the 28th. So the 16th and the 28th are dragons, and so they're the 2 challenging days. So steer clear. I mean, you've all got your own calendar that's color-coded personally, that sort of thing. Leave it with that. Okay. The dog also is best friends with a horse and a tiger. So if you have either the horse or the tiger, then there's healing happening. But keep in mind that because the whole month is a dog, every day from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. is a horse. So 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. you will feel the calm. It's calmer. You feel the calmness. So for those that want to have a protest, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. is actually the best. Okay, but if you already have a horse or a tiger, the dog brings you a little bit of calmness and harmony. Okay, there's a saying that when they were chosen, the cat and the dog had to prove themselves that they could be in the competition, right, to get a place, to be in the calendar, to own a month, that sort of thing. And they complained about each other first. The cat's, the dog says she eats too much. The dog only has 1 bowl a day, that kind of thing. But they had to prove that they had more to offer to humans, to help humans. Okay? And so that's how it was. But the cat didn't realize, staying back behind away from the dog, that the rat had already sneaked in and hate those masculine missies to pieces, something like that. Alright, so the yang fire, so let's get to what you are. If you are the wood element, the fire is your talents, your skills, your expression, and money. If you're a water element, the fire is money, the earth is the dam wall. It's pressure and it's promotion at the same time. Because you can't get money and be under that much pressure without having a position. And having a position gives you the money as well. They always come when I'm on, don't they? Excuse me. The metal is the metal person, if you're a metal elementally. The fire is pressure and power, and it's also resources, support, and learning. So your position, your learning, your study, because you're feeling the pressure, you may like just go that way for the rest of the year and come back to that sort of thing. Earth, if you are an earth person elementally, the earth is people like you, okay? So family, friends, colleagues, others like you. But the fire is your thinking. So everybody is thinking like you, okay? So that thinking changes, your ideas change, because one person may give you an idea and it's like, I'm going with that. So think about that. The fire is for fire people, the element. The fire is family, friends, self, colleagues, anybody like you, right? Anyone that's human, basically, if you want to call it that. And it's also about your expression, your talents, and your skills. So everybody is like, can you come and do this? Can you help me do this? Can you feel this? Can you say this? Yeah. You've got to learn to say no. You've got to learn to say no sooner or later, because the month is actually going to drain you. Fire feeds the earth. So your fire feeds the earth. You're just doing. Okay. Write something that might help you a little bit. Anyway, so the fire dog helps people. That's what the month is also about. Helps people deal with things. So the dog is not very good for decisions and meetings or deadlines. Yet we have Homer running the state. Anyway, so this is in the calendar. So the rat must follow the dog's focus to eventually profit. The rat's not going to do that. Okay. So love doesn't cut it here. Yes, because that desire for contact and intimacy is going to be buried, because there's not much you can do with that. Instead, patience and mutual respect does. So practical, practical, you're either going to be a practical person this month or a useless person. The fire this month is a man for metal element women, and the fire this month is a woman for a water man, elementally. The earth, on the other hand, is a man for a woman that is a water element. Go girls! And the earth is a woman for wood men. Alright, so that's it. Hopefully that helps a little bit, and I will be talking on the radio with Lillian, numerology of the month, and fingers crossed I will podcast it, etc. And yeah, for those that can't hear it. And I will talk more about the small intestine, the legs, the feet on radio. Monday, 10 a.m. to noon, 88.6 Plenty Valley FM. Alright, so have an amazing rest of the weekend. And let's welcome the young fire dog on Thursday.